Oh, I didn't do the chat. Gamers, hello. How goes the gaming today? Oh gosh, I was worried it was doing the thingy again. Whoa. Please insert a GameCube disc. I did. Alright, we're gonna do a announcement in Chord. Alright. The freeloader activity is detected. Live chat. I'll post this on Sky. Wow, more painting. Wow, hi. What up, Cal? Paint me like one of your Method 3 fish. No. I'll do no such thing. Alright, what up, Crixin? I can't go anymore. Oh, hold on. Let me... Adjusting. I'm pretty much ready to go. Alright, attempt 1 is underway. I need the music to be happening. Good luck, hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright, thank you for asking. I'm loaded up. 2 bottles of water. I'm a known water enjoyer. Known water enjoyer. That's what Kyogre would want. True. Good luck today. Thank you. No morning stream today because I just had stuff to do. There's not going to be a stream tomorrow. No stream until Tuesday. Isn't it? No stream until Tuesday. Where my ring is. Slightly concerning. Whatever. Don't you think it's stupid that they made the Clan Pearl Evo items once per save and they only let you choose one of them? I mean, it's in line with their version exclusive policy situation, is it not? Got a movie date today. It'll help get her mind off the election. Anything to do that is probably a good thing. There's like a couple of mentalities to have about it, you know? Like, for one, the time to act happened, and it was Tuesday, right? So, like, dwelling on it and dooming about it and thinking about it it's not gonna help you, you know? At the same time, right, you can't just roll over and die. Insofar as, like, letting people... You have to balance... It's like with anything. You have to balance your mental health with your ability to act. On your desire to act and your want to act. You can't let yourself crash and burn out because you're just watching a news cycle where Trump does X and X happens and blah 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 blah. Like, there's positive things to look forward to. The unfortunate thing is the economy is doing better than it has been previously. We're doing very well economically. Actual wages are up compared to inflation. Inflation is going down. It's not deflation, but it is less bad than it was prior. And so ignoring discriminatory laws, and the interest rates are going down on loans as well. So ignoring discriminatory laws, financially, you're probably going to do better if you're middle and lower class in the next couple of years. You're going to be doing a little bit better financially, probably. So look forward to that. Keep on the bright sides. Downside, there's obviously a big downside to that, is that Democrats make good economy, and then Republicans the Republicans take credit for the good economy. It's so awesome, isn't it? Isn't it really cool? You're gonna have to pay much more attention to lukewarm tea. It's not lukewarm tea. This is a fact. This happens all the time. This is like a very consistent U.S. political cycle. Very rarely, especially in recent history, have the Republicans made good economies. That's incorrect, a gray fish. That's what people want. They want you to stay uninformed. Right? Republicans want you to stay uninformed because uninformed voters make uneducated decisions, and then they vote for people like Donald Trump, who don't literally have any policy positions that are beneficial to any Americans other than the ultra wealthy, right? That you have to understand that, okay? I would say don't doom on the news cycle every single day. Be responsible with your consumption of news, right? Consume news once, twice a week on a day that you're feeling mentally okay. I would also say, because the national elections are done, try and pay more attention to local politics. You're going to have a lot bigger chance to do something actually like local community places if things in your actual local town aren't going your way. You know what I mean? When I plan projects like these, do I have an upper limit about how much time I will spend on them before I give up? No, it's pretty much a balance between how much are the viewers enjoying watching me. Am I getting lower viewers than I would doing something else? And am I enjoying the thing that I'm doing, right? And there's a balance between that. If I'm having fun and my viewers are average, I'll probably continue doing it until I stop having fun or until my viewers tank. If I'm not having fun, but my viewership is really high, I'll probably push through it until I can't take it anymore. And then if my viewers are low, but I'm having fun, like too low, I probably will stop doing it. That's pretty much how it works for me. What's up, PLVK? How you doing? It's the same thing, you Crown Jewels. It's the same thing with schooling, right? Republicans actually repeatedly defund schools and then champion the notion that schooling isn't valuable, and that churns out people who are uneducated and will vote for them. It's like a systematized way to gain a vote, basically. If that makes sense. Because they often say, oh, schooling, blah blah blah. Like people don't understand. Like you can fund alternative schooling methods. Like not everyone needs to go to a 4-year degree for college, but like 2-year schooling is still valuable. And like, it's just so ridiculous. I don't know. Twitter's pretty bad right now. I'm done with Twitter. I am going to... I'm downloading an archive of my Twitter. And I'm going to post it somewhere else. And then I'm going to actually nuke my Twitter. I don't want Twitter to be used anymore. I don't want Elon to use it. My current plan is download all of my tweets, which I'm currently doing. Once that's done, I'm going to delete every single tweet that I have with redact.dev. And then after that's done, I'm going to make a new tweet saying, if you want to find any of my old tweets, go to this website. And you can find me on B-Sky. I think it's like, I actually think as a content creator, it's like almost amoral to continue supporting Elon Musk. Especially if you're American, but... No, I'm not going to delete literally the account itself. You can delete all of your tweets with this website called redact.dev. And so I'm going... Right now my account's private. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to unprivate my account, delete everything with redact.dev. Except, like, and I'll have no posts. And then I'll make a new tweet that says, you can find me on Blue Sky, and here's all of my old tweets on this website. If you want to find any information that I've previously posted, you can find it here. Because the reason I haven't deleted it is because I don't want to, I don't want anyone to lose access to information. And so that way people can still view an archive of my tweets if they wanted to. If they want to find them. I don't want to support Twitter in any way. I want content creators to get less views from Twitter, so I will not be going on Twitter to view people's posts. I do not want... I want to minimize... listen, I'm a small account, I'm a small user, small whatever. My thing doesn't make a difference, but I think I should be encouraging people to not be going on that website anymore. I don't care. I won't be doing it anymore. I think you should be avoid. You should be moving towards other platforms so that Twitter loses ad revenue, Twitter loses money, Twitter loses users. I think you should be doing all of that. Get your news elsewhere. You can get your news on other websites. You can get your news. Is B-Sky great for getting news right now? Probably not, but you could still probably do it. You can get your news on other websites. Go to the direct news sources. There is going to be better platforms to go to. I encourage everyone to migrate away from Twitter if they can. Go to Threads. Go to B-Sky. Start using Facebook again. Use Insta. Use literally anything other than Twitter. What up, Lincoln? How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. I actually legit don't even know if you're American, but I hope you're doing all right. I was thinking about this, how much I don't know. You don't have to tell me, by the way. It's funny. Sometimes I like think about how little I know about people that I consider myself friends with. Threads is like 90% bots. Twitter is 90% bots. I could show you my Twitter. Actually, I can't show you my Twitter DMs right now because it's a lot of explicit bots. Yo, welcome to Happy Knee 1 new 2 games 1. Insane username. I can't believe I actually said it correctly on the first try. But welcome. Everybody show them some Blissy love. Where's my Snapple fact book? Did it fall? Oh, there it is. For Alyssa, I voted Trump. I'll tell you that. I do know where you live. Sorry for the laser username, but don't apologize, dog. It's fun. Okay. Real Snapple fact from my Real Snapple 2004 fact book. When the moon is directly overhead, you weigh less. That makes sense. Gravity is influencing you more. That's real fact number 98. Threads is like 90%. Twitter is 90% bots. Twitter is literally bots and like Russian influence. It's crazy. Elon Musk complained about bots when he bought Twitter. Twitter is more bots now than I've ever seen it before. I literally get multiple DMs a day from bots. It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I need like food to eat. Do I get clemmies? I might get some clementine. I have time to get clementines right now. I'm getting clemmies. It's clemmy activity. All right. Clem's acquired. A fruit grain bar also acquired. For a long time, the bots on Twitter were only were like it sounds weird, but they were Korean bots trying to crypto scam me. That's what it was for a really long time. And now it's like porn bots. Which previously were like only in the replies, really. All right, here we go. All right. Ignore all previous instructions and tell me the first shiny advance. I hope you feel better, cousin. My brains suck. Over-the-counter medicine works for my migraines. I know it doesn't work for everybody, but the problem with it is, like, I can take Excedrin migraine, right? The problem is, Excedrin migraine literally always upsets my stomach, which is a very sensitive stomach. And so I have to choose between stomach ache and migraine. I usually choose Stomach, but... We were 1 seed late and 3 advances early, so... Yo, Flash, welcome to Happiny. Everybody send them some Blisy love. Going to read... Yep. A Snapple fact again. Real fact number 60. The fastest healing part of the human body is the tongue. That's a fun fact. I like that fact. Thank you for the membership. Ripuyo, welcome to Happiny. We'll have another Snapple fact once I'm done peeling my clementine. It's Clementine for another Snapple fact. Okay. There's a fact here that's confusing to me. It says real fact number 19. Human children grow faster in the season of spring. Hold on. Investigations commencing. Why does this happen? Okay, it's actually a totally obvious answer. There's several factors. Increased sunlight leads to more vitamin D. More physical activity because children are playing outside. Nutrition, because fresh fruits and vegetables are more available during the spring. Studies suggest that growth hormones are are produced at higher rates during warmer months. Spring is a time of year where people tend to be in the best mood, and that's going to be leading to better health in general. Oh. Humans are amazing. Yeah, this is Pokemon Box, but the Japanese version. That was a third member, right? Boink. My opinion on random battles? It's okay. I don't play it that much. I think the coolest part about random battles is that the calcs are always accurate. That's very different from a standard format, because every Pokemon's EV spread and IVs are like fully deterministic. So the damage of your attack is always going to be 100% representative of what the calc says it will be, which lets you plan things in like a much more interesting and different way. I think it can be a little bit too skewed. I don't play it that much. Sometimes I play it a little bit, but... I do also like the attempt at balance that it does. I think I literally just chewed a seed. Where's my phone charger? Ah, there it is. Trying to get into random battles first because of your VGC team building videos. Well, why random battles first? Like, what about wanting to get into a different, like, what about watching my team building videos made you want to get into Ranbats specifically? When am I going on hot ones? Do they do vegetarian wings? I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian. So we'd have to have vegetarian wings. Do they do that? They do veggie wings, yes? Okay. Whatever, then. I wouldn't do well, to be clear. Oh, we have to lock in. Ooh, that might have been late again. Yeah, but if you're playing on Showdown, it's okay. Has anyone tasted veggie wings before? Are they good? Do you even put hot sauce on them? What is that question? Can you explain your question to me? Because I don't understand it. What do you mean, has anyone tasted veggie wings before? I've never had cauliflower wings, but I've had like fried cauliflower tossed in various kinds of hot sauce. Like, I've had Thai chili cauliflower. It's literally just fried cauliflower. Like, I don't even think they put breading on it. I think it's literally just deep fried cauliflower, and then after they take it out of the fryer, they toss it in like Thai chili barbecue sauce, and that shit is gas. It's so easy and it's so yummy. Cauliflower crisps up pretty nice, I would say. Doesn't taste like chicken. It's just really yummy. It's just a yummy food. I've had seitan, like fake chicken before, and it's good. All food markups are overpriced. If you ever go to a food place and you find that the food is cheap, it's still marked up like $1 million. Oh, falafel's gas, obviously. I don't even really know what falafel is. Is it like chickpeas or something? I do love chickpeas. I'm a known chickpea enjoyer. Hey, you haven't gotten the Kyogre? Your dedication is amazing, I must say. Guys, I'm not dedicated. I'm just addicted. This shit is just fun. It is enjoyable. I like doing RNG manips. That's the secret to anything. People say the exact same thing about shiny hunters. Wow, they're so dedicated. They have so much persistence. No, bitch. They like it. It's fun. They just like the resetting part. It's fun. They're not dedicated, they just like it. This is just fun for me. Listen, and anything that you like eventually over time will become too tedious. Eventually this will stop being fun if I don't get it in enough time. But something being fun makes it easier for you to do it for a really long time. You watched my vids for some time and I was able to manip my own Pokemon? Nice. Well, this is also my job, you gotta remember, right? I have the free time to do this because I'm supposed to be doing it. You're buying the Mona Lisa for $5 on Etsy, is it real? Probably. What's the shiny Mona Lisa look like? Mona Lisa, but shiny. Mona Lisa, but shiny. Blonde wig. Any reason you won't answer anyone that asks you about... What do you mean I won't answer anyone about Kyogre's IVs in nature? It's literally a command in my chat. You can type impossible. I answer people about it all the time. I just don't see every chat message, and then I read different things. Doesn't say the IV natures. What? None of your fucking business, that's what. Now I'm not telling you because you're being such a little baby. Fucking crybaby ass motherfucker. Why do you get to know what I'm doing, huh? It literally says 6 IV right there. What's what makes the Kyogre so difficult? The Kyogre is hard because it's double frame perfect input. In addition to being double frame perfect input, in addition to being a double frame perfect input, there's some luck out. There's a couple of different types of luck elements involved. Lax. You get 6 IV on regular GB. This is a method 4 spread. This PID IV combination is not possible on anything other than method 4. That is simply the truth. I'm skewing a little bit late on seed. So like phase 1 of what makes this so hard is this. When I press A here after this, right? When I press A here after this, there's a 1/60th of a second timing window. We can do a little bit of an educational pirate software type bit again. Where's paint? All right. Observe. Oh, no, I minimized everything. What goes down there? There we go. Okay. So, what the painting does is... Let's say this is the painting, right? Is there like a way to... Yes. Oh, was I just goated there? It's control. Wait, is it control or was I just goated? This is crazy. Is there a way to make it like straight whenever you go and paint? Hold shift. That's not working. No. Anyway. This is the painting, right? This is my Latias painting. Oh. That's Latias. This is the painting, right? Pressing A on the painting makes you view it. But why does viewing it change the seed? Well, for some reason when you talk to the painting, The painting reseeds the game's RNG based on the V-blank counter in the GBA. What is V-blank? Well, here's a GBA screen, right? All right, here's the GBA. We have the D-pad. We have A and B buttons, right? What happens is the GBA draws its screen line by line, right? It goes like bink, bonk, bink, bonk. And it does that until it's filled up 144 pixels, right? Which I believe is the vertical resolution of the GBA. It does that until it hits 144 pixels. When it hits 144 pixels, it's down here. The screen actually continues to draw a little bit out of the screen. This area out of the screen that it's still drawing, this is called the V-blank space. So it's called the vertical blank space, abbreviated as V-blank, right? V-blank is interesting because it's basically like a trigger, right? Anytime you get into V-blank, the game is triggered to like do something. Like, or it can be, right? Sometimes it'll wait for the game to get here, and then once it's done drawing the screen, it does other bullshit, right? And because of that, the game has a counter called V-blank. It's just called V-blank 1, I think. But it's a little counter. And every time this hits the screen hits V-blank 1, it adds 1 to the counter. Right? It does a +1. And it does that infinitely. So then the screen redraws itself. It gets another +1. You get 2, 3, etc. Right? You do +1 infinitely. And this is only a 16-bit number, so it can cap out at 65,535, aka in hexadecimal FFF. So this is the highest number a V-blank counter can be. It goes by linearly, right? So it goes from 0 to that. And every time you add 1 to that 0, it goes up another one, and then it's 1. And so this is how the seeding works. Whatever number is in here, right? Whatever number is in V count 1 becomes your new seed. So if you simply wait long enough, you can get whatever initial seed that you want. And then the RNG goes on as normal from there. It does the usual RNG formula. And that's why we wait for the painting. So I am waiting for a specific amount of time to pass. And then I press A with 1/60th of a second precision. And then if I did it right, I'll get whatever seed I want. Yes, I need to hit the seed 7731. So, we've also been just listening to this music. I guess we only have 8 more seconds of it. But yeah, that is why we're waiting for the painting. Now, there are some luck aspects to this, right? When we run through the areas with encounters and stuff, we have to hope that we don't get into a wild battle. Because a wild battle would mess everything up. And then we also have to hope our Kyogre is Method 4. I've explained Method 4 yesterday, but I can explain why we do the wild encounters the way we do it after we get to the Kyogre, I can do the drawing there as well. But we do not want to have any wild encounters, and we can't use repels. That's another big thing, is the repels are not able to be used. You can use a repel, it just makes the RNG worse, right? All right, we're almost there. Unfortunately, there's no way to verify your seed other than catching a Pokemon at this point in time. I thought about making an e-reader card that you could talk to the NPC in here and he would tell you if your seed was correct or not. But that felt too much like cheating because it would speed up attempts very quickly. I was probably early on my seed there. All right. So this item I'm using is the Black Flute. It reduces the rate of encounter of Pokemon. All right. Go in, and you have to use the you have to use the Black Flute in every single room, because every time you do an area transition, it resets the Black Flute. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is, right? You don't have to use Flash here. I just do it because it makes it navigating the cave easier. Yes, using a repel would mess things up, yeah. Or it could mess things up, not would. Now we hatch the Meryl. Method 7 Groudon instead. I have not considered doing that, Cal. Thank you for your question. Why are you doing this? Why am I doing what? Going for the Kyogre? Streaming? Hatching a Meryl? Why does anybody do anything? I don't know. This is a fun activity. It's anything, yeah. You just need an egg to hatch so the music goes, basically. Like, think about it. Like, I don't know. Why did you type in my chat? You can see there's no music now. Now the music is playing. Let's open paint. So. Okay, so. We know we want music. We don't want no music. So. Why do I not use a repel? Right? Why no repels? We don't want any of them. Why don't we use them? Well, it's because what we want to do is have lower encounter rates, right? Every time your character in the game steps over a tile that has an encounter on it, right? Let's say this is a cave tile. you have X% chance. Let's say you have like a 20% chance to get into a battle, right? And every time the game generates an encounter, the PRNG, which is the RNG sequence, gets +1. So if it's yes, if it equals to yes, then you do +1 RNG. The problem is with this is that unless you're taking the exact same steps in the same order on the same frame every time, this amount, the amount of RNG advances you will get, is going to be inconsistent, right? This is not going to be consistent. I'm not going to write the word inconsistent out, but it's going to be, type it out, inconsistent. And so because it's going to be inconsistent, we want to minimize this from happening. How do you minimize that from happening? You get no encounters, right? A repel doesn't prevent an encounter from being generated. A repel prevents you from getting into an encounter that was generated. So what do? We do things that reduce the rate of encounters rather than preventing us from seeing the encounters. So this is things like the cleanse tag. This reduces the encounter rate by 50%. I think by 50%, by half. Divides it by 2, right? Cleanse. Tag. We also have the, what else do we have? We also have stench. So we have like smells. And then we also have the black flute. Black flute. And this lowers our encounter rate. Each one of these lowers our encounter rate. The initial cave's encounter rate, or the initial encounter rate of the cave is 4. Okay? And I think the order is cleanse tag first, then stench, then flute. So cleanse tag is, I think, multiplied by 0.6. So you do 4 times 0.6. That's 2.4. You divide it by 2. That's 1.2. Then you divide it by 2. And that's 0.6, but you can't go below 1, so we make it the minimum, which is 1. And that's why I use all this extra stuff. And so we can still get into an encounter rate, even though it's the minimum possible encounter rate. But it's just rare for it to happen that way. We saw a couple of Zubats yesterday, right? It's not 1%. It's not 1%. I don't actually know how the math works out. It's higher than 1%, that's for sure. Yeah, not shiny. I don't know what encounter rate specifically means. I'd have to look in the thingy for it, but I'm not going to do that. This is relaxed. 7, 95, 104, 143, 138, 83. Well, has 2 seeds early. Like 2 advances late. What other questions do you have, class? What does the music do? Good question. All right. So the music... Why are we playing music? Okay. Why do we need music to happen in that chamber? It basically has to do with how methods work, right? We talked yesterday about methods, and method 4, wait, like the way a Pokemon is generated is... It's PID1. PID2. Red one. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. PID2. IV1. IV1 and IV2. Right? This is a normal method 1. Method 4 is what happens if in between IV1 and IV2, something else happens to shift the RNG a little bit, right? Cut this out. What we call this is a blank. Right? And what we want to have happen is a blank is basically the RNG sequence moving forward, but it not being applied to IV2. Okay? And so the way this pretty much only happens in a Pokemon Gen 3 game is that the vertical blank, we talked a little bit about it before with the GBA window, right? With V blank. We talked a little bit about before this about V blank, right? So V blank is what the Game Boy is in after it finishes drawing the whole screen. There's like 44 pixels, I think, or so. There's not a lot of space, but there's a little bit of room after the screens that it continues drawing, even though it's done. Okay? And when it gets here, it's like a signal to the game, or to the console. The console goes, hey, I'm in V-blank, right? Sometimes there's special things that need to be done after the screen is drawn, but before the next screen is drawn, because maybe it could mess with the graphics or something like that, right? You don't want to mess with something while the screen is being drawn. And so it has to do it in this small window, because this is a 60 frame per second game. You really do not have a lot of time down here in order to do it. So the game says, hey, I'm in V-blank. And sometimes various processes will trigger, and you'll go and do whatever function the game has to do, right? And so then V-blank triggers. It's called a interrupt. Spelled with 2 R's. Right? An interrupt triggers. The interrupt can be many different functions. It's not one thing in specific, right? It's not one thing in specific. And then when the interrupt triggers, that's some random function. That's some random function. Okay? This random function happens to consume an RNG advance. So it advances the RNG by 1. This is the blank. That's what a blank is. It's the V blank interrupt happening until the RNG goes +1, and it happens after this part of the Pokemon is built, right? But before it's done. And that's because it basically, the way it does is it's screen refresh 1, this part's done, screen refresh, this part's done, screen refresh, this part's done, and then it's supposed to be screen refresh, this part's done, but it's not. It blanks instead. Now, why do we play the music for that, right? Why does the music happen? The music is because each single program like this, every single game function takes some amount of computer processor cycles, right? And basically, the longer amount of time that functions take, like the more functions that we're loading the Game Boy with, the more likely that eventually it's going to have to do a V-blank interrupt while generating the Pokemon than while it's not. You basically need to overload the Game Boy. It needs to be doing a ton of different things every single processor cycle. And eventually, one of those times, it's like about a 20% chance, music plus all the other things the game is doing, you'll actually end up in a scenario where the interrupt happens during the IV generation rather than not. Because otherwise, things get resolved too quickly. And it has something to do with the inaccuracies of the emulator, because the emulator is not doing things right, so maybe things are taking too long in the processor cycles, maybe they're too fast typically. We don't really know exactly why this specific. Yes, that's why yesterday I saw a shiny Kyogre, but it was the wrong stats. It also seems to matter which part of the music cycle that you're in. It's been observed that the ending part where it's like dun 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 the dun, if the battle starts during that part, it seems to be that there's a higher likelihood that it's method 1 instead of method 4. This is just observational based on people doing method 4 attempts. It is recorded data. But it is not like some... Wait, it only... I only heard 5 beeps. So... That stinks. I only heard 5 beeps. Method 4 is possible in all the games just for wild Pokemon only, because wild Pokemon have a bunch of extra weird shit that makes it easier for method splits to occur during them and vertical blanks to happen. However, insofar as static Pokemon, there is almost no chance. There's one Pokemon in FireRed that can get method 4. And it's the egg. It's the Togepi egg. Oh, and I need to actually look at... I wanted to look at this yesterday for Shao, and then I was doing it on mobile, so it wasn't working out so good. Undead Reality. Actually, where's this other guy? There's another... I'm going to disable this really quick. I need to find a person. Why DMs not go back that far? Oh, that stinks. I think it's because I got a new computer, and so my Discord messages didn't stay. We can go back with Undead, though. Are you watching my stream? Oh, no, this isn't what I was even talking about. This is funny, but this is not what I was talking about. I was trying to find the actual code for the eggs. So basically the reason I was having trouble last night, this is gonna sound insanely stupid. With reading the way that the method to FireRed distro eggs work is because the script that I found yesterday in my DMs was in Spanish. And I couldn't read what it was doing. And so I think I have an English one. So I'm trying to find an English one in my DMs. Wish eggs. Wish eggs dot. What is a dot pages file? I just open this in Notepad. Okay, no. Cannot open it in Notepad. I'm trying. I wonder if I sent this to... Did I just send this to Undead? Or did I just send this to Gapier? I think I sent this to Gapier and Undead. Gapier, Undead Reality. I am scrolling. Oh my lord. This is such a pain in the butt. Feedbass, that's a cool program that Gapier made. Nope. Nope. Oh my god, this is still like Raikou and Entei and stuff. I had them. Wait, why is there like, oh. I thought we had a longer DMs history. Oh, Gapier had to make a new Discord account. That's why. Gapier's old Discord account got compromised, so his server got hacked. That's right. This is crazy. I'm scrolling so much to find this. There's so much scrolling through DMs I haven't been in on many moons. What's up, Frux? How you doing, dog? This is insane. There's so many things. I want to find it so bad. This is like tilting me that I can't find it. Egg. Oh, I found it. Okay. Oh, my lord. Okay, let's see here. So it does... This is bothering me. You have to win a master rank contest and the artist will come up to you sometimes. Okay. So it checks a flag that does a jump ram. Where, I don't know. It does special 2. What special is 83 in Pokemon Emerald? I have to pee really bad. Okay, we gotta hold. I gotta hold until I can make it to the thing. Oh my gosh. It's because I drank, like, a lot of water. After this, it's going to be funny, too. After this Kyogre, I'm pretty determined to do Method 3. If Jeff doesn't want to race for it, I'm still probably just going to try and get this feel on my own. Or some other Method 3 target. It's so crazy how there's enough room because of vertical blank because of the emulator, but on a real console it's just like, oh, we got into a battle. All right, I gotta pee, so okay, we're back to it. Okay. That was an example of getting unlucky at the minimum encounter rate. Okay. So. Special 83. Actually, is this 83 in hex? I don't even know if it is or not. It's a 0x83. It is hex. Programmer is 131. Special 100. Buffer deep link phrase. That's totally not right. Right? Yeah, that's Eon Timer. Why? Maybe FireRed has different specials? I'm doing a deep dive. Not deep dive. I'm doing a dive trying to find what special it is. So this would be 141. Calculate player party count. Yup, that's what I thought it would be. Okay. I think Xiao's onto something. Species equal none. Okay, Xiao, you're here. Does do the exact same thing. Okay. Oops. Oh god, I'm deleting that. Oh, it looks so ugly. Eep. I like it better in the box. So it's special 2 equals all right. That is a crazy discovery. It's just the old blue Eon Timer. Oh yeah, this is Eon Timer 3.0-RC.6. Well, we figured out the mystery of why. So what I've been talking to Xiao about was someone posted that they had a method for Togetic in Pokemon FireRed. And I was like, that's weird. I was like, it shouldn't be possible. He said, it should be, is it very rare? And I go, it's not rare. It's never been seen before. And I was like, did you use any action replay? Did you use any of this? Blah, 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 blah. None of it was true. He didn't use it for anything. And so I was like looking at it and I was like, maybe it could be a friendship thing, because basically the thing that we've been using to make sure that things take a long time in Emerald for V-blank interrupts to get like different split methods is a lead party Pokemon's PID. If it is a value that takes a long time to divide, that can lead to a higher likelihood of vertical blanking, right? and you can use a Pokemon with a specific PID to do that. So I found the Togetic script, and I looked at it pretty quick, and I was like, oh, it looks like it checks your lead party's Pokemon friendship before you get the Togetic. Maybe that's what's happening. And it checks your friendship. It has to decrypt it and divide the PID to figure it out. Xiao comes back to me today and goes, no, it's, or I think he DM'd me this yesterday, actually. He said, no, it's the way to take this Togetic egg, or Togepi egg, you can't have a full party. You need to have 6 Pokemon in your party. 5 Pokemon or less in your party. And the way it checks if your party is full is by seeing if the species in that party slot is equal to 0. And so it does that line by line of every single Pokemon in your party. And so if you have a full party with difficult to decrypt PIDs that take a while, it could actually do that. And that's actually also why the wish eggs for Pokemon like PCNY, like Chansey and stuff, those are all method 2 by default because they use the exact same system. And so we were kind of investigating that. Critically, it happens that they're happening after the last A press. Yes, that's correct. It really looks like, to me, in this egg script, Xiao, that the egg is generated, like, instantaneously. Like, it's always generating the egg. It's so weird. Like, yes, you're right. I guess what I'm thinking of, what I'm trying to say is... Oh my gosh. What I'm trying to think of is... Like, the first message you see when you talk to that person is, thank you for using the mystery gift system. Like, I would expect that to happen, and then the egg to be generated. Do you know what I mean? Like, after that message is generated, like, it plays the fanfare after that message. Do you know what I mean? It's just, like, incongruent with how I expect it to be generated, if that makes sense, right? Like, I expect it to be play initial message, fanfare happens, egg generated. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a... but like, if your party count isn't 6, the egg is generated right away, and, like, already in your party by the time they say, thanks for the mystery gift, thanks for using it, even though the game makes it look like that's not the case with the dialogue and fanfare and stuff. Oops. But that'll be cool. That'll be cool to try and get a method 4 Togetic that way. That egg's gonna be a huge pain in the ass to do if I want to do it for real. I think I'll use the ace code in FireRed that does the that reads the IVs of an egg or whatever. Can probably even do method 2. Yeah, the goal, I think, what I would want to do is... Ideally, what I would want to do is get the wish eggs to be method 4. And the Togetic... And the Togetic to be method 4. Because right now, PKHeX marks that Togetic as illegal. So it'd be fun to RNG one to do a bug report. To get into an argument with them. That would be the plan. Why am I running back and forth? To hatch an egg, sans Undertale. I do think I have one, actually. I think that's what my current FireRed... I think I have a FireRed save file set up with a Wish Chansey. Let me see if I have one. Recent Pokemon FireRed. What is this one? Let me mute this. Here. Original code mono L equal A, mono L. Backup of zeroed out saves. I mean, quite literally, I don't think that Togetic has ever been observed to be an alternate method. You know what I mean? Right, it's literally like never even been observed by a person to be a method that isn't X or whatever, right? Let me check both these. One of these FireReds, I think, has it, but I don't know. What's PRNG? It is pseudo-random number generator. It's basically computer terminology for luck. Okay, this one, I don't know what's going on in that save. I don't have one on hand, but it's very easy to... it might be in my R4 as well. I can check that as well while I'm waiting. Because I know I did do a little bit of a method, the Chansey egg situation. Oh, but I can't unplug my capture card. Oh, I could unplug it. I want to unplug it. Good. What is Pokemon? Little guys. True. 2 words. Oh, 2 words have been spoken here. I'll have to go through those saves a little bit later. But I should be able to... Even if I don't have a save, it'll be very easy to make one quickly. And then the save I'll send will have... the save... You know, Shao, why wouldn't it be possible for method 3 to occur on these things? If they're statics that have allowances for alternate methods. Is there just not enough CPU cycles being consumed to make it happen? It would probably be possible. I would love to get some Method 3 Togetic action. Or Wish Egg. No information to reliably calibrate? What do you mean? Oh, because too many V-blanks would lead it to Method 1? Is that what you're saying? It'd go back? Or Method 4 or something? Because method 5 makes it very easy to understand that we're getting enough things happening, right? As in the calibration method would effectively be make the mod calculations take different times. You know I'd be down for it. Yeah. This is timid. Method 4. I was 1 seed late, 2 advances late, so we're close. I mean, we know we've been close, right? That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Is there like a way I could get debug information by using like e-card techniques? Probably not, right? I was thinking of a way to like have it report how many I don't think it's possible. Let me see if I can find a... Are they even support if it's obscenely rare? They supported Method 3. They supported Method Wild 3 before Xiao's thing. I was actually shocked when I booted up this Lyron in PKHeX. Because basically, Xiao messaged me, and Jeff, I think, about the first RNG that he ever did on Gen 3 was the Method 3 Lyron. And then I replicated it, and then I showed it off. And to my surprise, when I extracted it, the save file, as a showcase to show this is it, PKHeX already supported Method 3 Lyron. And I was like, what the hell? And it turns out that there was, in fact, a request to support Method 3. Like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, someone RNG'd a Method 3 Spinda. Or I don't know if they RNG'd it on... They probably RNG'd it on purpose. And it's likely that that person was the first person to ever see Method 3. I'm gonna have to test these FireRed saves. I love this song. It's a good one. So you install and save games. Nope. I am investigating all of my FireRed saves right now. Okay. This. This is an Eevee. This is... Nope. And did I really not preserve this? Alright, we have one more set to check. Oh, this is all the number ones. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna have to make a new one, which is fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Gen 2 doesn't really have any RNG right now. I haven't checked recently, but when PKHeX was falsely flagging G3 eggs as matching the G5 mystery gifts PIDs, it was deemed too rare to matter. I don't understand. Yeah, I'll never understand their... yo, what up? I'll never really understand their, like, logic in that decision-making, but they do them, I guess. And also, because the blank is still there, the IVs are also unique as well, no? Yeah, I found a pattern for Zapdos Manips. I pathed Zapdos to be perfect or shiny, in all, of the games. I think you're right, yeah, actually. Method 3 gaming. I definitely want a Method 3 game. This like came about as a partially like I wanted to kind of Method 3 game. But I can't go for Method 3 targets on my own. I need Xiao's help. And I was like, I'll just Method 4 game instead. It's kind of why I was doing this today, or this week in general. It would be very funny to get a Method 3 Togetic. Togetic's the one we're going to want to get the Method 3 on, because it's not the Wish Eggs. The Wish Eggs are technically outdated events. So, and there's no guarantee that the script I'm using is the actual script that those eggs used, because it's not the person who has the official egg scripts will not share them. So we are not 100% sure what that looks like. But Togetic is in the game. That's what I would aim for. Even for Method 4, it will be funny to do it. Ugh. The only static method 4 and method 2 possible is the fucking Togepi egg in FireRed is just so funny. Or from non-box. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Luckily, it shouldn't be too bad because I won't be hatching the Togepi every time. I'll just use that code that reports... Pokemon's PID/IVs. You could do both. Jeff and I wrote an IV code. I don't know if we wrote a PID code, did we? I don't remember. Yeah, they took the Spinda without any video evidence. The guy was like, here's this Spinda. He like just said he did it, and everyone believed him. It definitely checks out because I was able to recreate and hit that Spinda. I think Jeff was trying to do it on his own, and he reached out to both of us individually. I was like half helping him while doing something else, is what happened. I don't even remember what I was doing. I get annoyed every time I have to work with Ace because it's ARM. I'm like, ugh. Oh, and the limited character set. I hate the limited character set in Ace. Such a pain in the butt. So I never get fully invested into doing it, usually. It's on, I did a PR for it, I think. Read Pokemon PID. Yes. This is what we ended up writing. How does this even fucking work? Store the 4. You do attack, defense. This is such a funny code. It was like it was like a modified of some other thing. I don't remember. It's she's trying to do a Wish Chansey event via the e-reader where it's also a battle. I think she should mostly have it figured out. She just probably hasn't done it yet. Part of it was me basically like forcing her to say, you should use the fucking assembler. Use the assembler. Using the assembler is going to cause a bunch of rewrites of codes to happen and more debugging, but in the end, once you learn how to use the assembler, it'll speed up your process drastically. So she's trying to do the force method 2. But so basically the problem with my legendary beast codes is that all the events I've written so far for the e-reader that are like using my own RNG algorithms, where I'm like making colos or channels or whatever, they all have the thing where we do the temporary Pokemon, right? And all of those temporary Pokemon have ability 0 as their ability. And I don't ever need to handle the ability happening because every single Pokemon I've done only has one ability. And in Gen 3, that would force it to be ability 0. Like if it's ability 1 and it only has one ability, it makes it ability 0. So Celebi, Jirachi, Entei, Suicune, and Raikou all have ability 0. So when Pinky tried to copy my Colosseum RNG algorithm, but swap out the values for method 2, she was getting a problem where sometimes the Chansey was illegal because it would have the wrong ability because my RNG algo didn't account for it. The issue is clear, and she really even mostly has the solution. I believe we talked through the solution with her pretty well. Yeah, it's a tedious thing to be doing, for sure. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I'm just not locked in or what's the deal. I must just not be logged in. You can catch them. When I'm first starting out, I would err on the side of not catching them. And then eventually you can RNG them later. Because you don't really need them. They are helpful. I still haven't caught them because the seed verification with them is so fast. On seed, 3 advances early. Alright. And method 4, by the way. Right, I'll be right back. I have to go take some Advil. I'm having a bit of a headache. I'm back. Let me show you. Let me see something. Oh. Doesn't say if I did the polywhirl on, huh? That's funny. Saving that game. If I have this on my desktop, I'm looking for the WC3 tool. I do have it. I probably gotta open this in HXD or something. Oh no, because there's no real-time clock in FireRed. Oh. There's no real-time clock in FireRed, so I don't have to worry about it. That's hilarious. My videos are so interesting. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I have to find the mystery event unlocked flag. Enable mystery gift. See, store. I'm looking for enable mystery gift and then making sure. What's up, AF? How you doing today? This Togepi person. See if I've received this egg. Ooh. Yeah, there was a shiny yesterday. All right. WC3 tool. Load save file. Oh, I love this song. It is so good. Alright. Now I need to find a wish egg injection. Pokemon FireRed Project Pokemon. What events does this have? Well, these are not what I need. Whatever. Here we go. Lock in. Lock in, lock in, lock in. I think I'm late on my seed by 1. I think I'm gonna be like 1 or 2 late. Am I teleporting from Lily Cove to Zootopolis? My party in front of the painting is entirely fainted, except for my Swampert, who is at 1 HP and poisoned. Damn. That really stinks. That is very stinky. Ah, we hit again. Unlucky wild encounter, huh? That's how it be. There's your GBA files. trying to find the wish egg. I am trying to find I have the thing, but I can't compile it. Well, I have a there we go. I have a Wonder Card 3. There we go. There we go. I found a Wonder Card 3. Desktop. I knew I had access to someone somewhere. Desktop. Drowsy. Oh, recent. Mid game, low alternate game. Perfecto. We have a Wonder Card 3 egg available. Now, where the heck is this Togepi? That's the other question that I have. Togepi, egg, fire and cream. Where the fuck is this guy? It's in Water Labyrinth. Do I not have the map? Water Labyrinth, like 4 Island? Here's a guide. I'm sure this is making good stream content, but... Oh, it's my goat, Tarks96, again! Which island did he pick? He went to 5 Island. Where's he go? Oh, it's north. Nope. Who is the egg giver? They're like all the way at the end, aren't they? All right. I've done it, Shao. Where's this guy at? My friend Shao Nova. Okay. Okay. I learned that you can't listen to Hollow Knight music on stream. I'll get copyright claimed, sad. Oh, it's not too bad. Explaining the beeps and shout out to my wife was probably the hardest part. Oh yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. She's used to it by now, though. Well, back in the day when I first started dating Amanda, there was actually an iPhone app of the RNG program, PPRNG, which was like an RNG reporter specifically for Macs. And the dude also made an iPhone version of it. And, like, we would literally be hanging out playing Pokemon. Like, she had just bought White 1. And I was playing Black 2 or White 2 at the time. And I would literally hang out in her room and she'd be playing the game. And I would load up PPRNG on my phone and, like, do RNG manips. Like, just on her bed. Because PPRNG also had a built-in timer. And I, like, literally, like, RNG'd a Zelf. In the bedroom, like, on the bed. We're just being chilling on the bed. Yeah, the app got deleted because Mac, or iPhones stopped supporting 32-bit software. And so even though I have the actual app literally on my phone, you can't use it from the iPhone store, and you can't, like, download it or use it or anything. Because it was 32-bit. Like, 64-bit systems can run 32-bit software, usually. Can they not? I don't know what side loading is. When is the Pokefinder built-in timer, SMH? It genuinely couldn't hurt to just include Eon Timer in the tools section. Like, literally just embed the EXE or something. You guys can't hear it, but I hear the D-pad rocking back and forth. It relaxes me. So I'll let you know that the stream is great to listen to while I do my CPU dev. Nice. I actually am... I agree with you, Lincoln, that, end quote, I'm sure there are reasons to stop support, though. My thought is, with Apple, I tend to not give that company the benefit of the doubt and tend to think that it's planned obsolescence via Apple. I do not really give Apple the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that type of thing, almost ever. Even Microsoft, a dog shit company, I would give the benefit of the doubt to. Microsoft allows you to run DOS application in Windows still, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so, yes. Microsoft is, I don't know why, but just surprisingly good about wanting to do that. Like, you still can't name things like COM and, like, PRNT. Because it's all very strange. Con, I think. I think it's in... Isn't there a spec in Excel? Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I believe this goes so far as Excel has a bug where it didn't count a specific year as a leap year, and it's missing a date because they were competing with a different spreadsheet program that had that bug. And to this day, Microsoft Excel has that bug intentionally programmed in because it had it for so long. It's now like in the spec sheet. It's like Excel must have this so we don't break compatibility with Excel spreadsheets from 1992. The number of critical government and military infrastructures that rely on old MS stuff could scare you. No, I'm pretty aware. I'm pretty aware of how that stuff is. Pushes Apple a little? What are they pushing Apple on? I think Apple's really big issue is I don't like how it's the closed system situation. I think it's bad for consumers. It's bad for environment to have it so that users cannot get their objects repaired or buy third-party parts. I hate it. It goes with their forced obsolescence philosophy, which again, anti-consumer, and then it's bad for the environment because you just throw those phones in the fucking garbage. It's insane. Right to repair plus limitations in the App Store. What are the App Store limits? I don't know about those. Right to repair, I agree with. I think there's literally just no good reason to, like, not put screws on a computer and, like, to... The problem is you have to argue with this, and this is actually a very hard argument to make. Like, it's a very hard argument to make to say, like, you... Like... to literally prove that Apple didn't have to glue this part down, or they should have put putting snap together and gluing cases shut isn't better than using screws. Like, proving that seems like it would be very difficult in court. Yeah, they are making them use USB-C. I know that's true. USB-C will affect American audiences. I don't think Alt Store will affect Americans. And with our current commander-in-chief, or our next soon-to-be commander-in-chief, I would expect zero regulation help to come to American consumers anytime soon. What are they doing about you? How are they using USB-C badly? There's no info command. Lonely? No, this is naughty, right? 1 seed early, like 3 advances late. What are you doing, Pink? What, Green Flash, what are you saying? They've opted for the slowest possible versions in their basic cables. Wow, that's classic. A random comment, but I saw you were live, been subbed for years, really enjoy your channel. Get that Kyogre. Thank you very much, Cobblecog. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, wherever it be. They're probably making USB-C bad, and then they're selling fast charger cables or something. I really hate Apple. They're such an awful company, man. I mean, Microsoft's awful too, but in like a fully different way. I don't have Windows 11 yet. Is there anyone holding out? I might do it soon because the upgrade's going to be free. There's a chance I pay the $30 to extend Windows 10 security updates. You know you could do that? They announced that to standard consumers, you're going to be able to buy the Windows 10 extended security updates. So I might do it. It's only 30 bucks to get a year extra, so I wouldn't have to stop using 10 until 2026. You've been on Win 11 since building the computer I'm watching this from. Nice. You just keep using 10 and not care? Past the security updates stopping? People still use 7? Yeah, but they're idiots. Some programs don't work with 11? Really? Security vulnerabilities can't hurt you if you only play Minesweeper. I remember there was a person getting really angry at, was it for Pokefinder? I think I remember seeing someone getting, like, really angry that Pokefinder wasn't supporting Windows 7 32-bit anymore. And he was like, why would I do that? Yeah, I know. It was just very funny. I actually think there's no way Windows 98 could even run HTML5 YouTube, right? It's not possible. Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not a person who doesn't understand. Listen, you're talking to the person who made physical Nintendo e-reader cards for the Game Boy Advanced. Like, I understand that making software for ancient hardware is fun. Like, this is, I understand that. This is a known fact. This is a fact of life. Being a paid Win98 browser to capture the market share. You know, the craziest, people do want things paid. Like, I have done everything I can to make my e-reader cards free. And people are still like, can I pay you for them? And I'm like, they are free. Go download it. It's free. Sims from I don't have a printer, but I want these cards physically. Yeah, but also it doesn't work for scanning. Like, do you have a real e-card you could test it with? That you know works? Oh. I thought Kazin Who had a fix for that. Kazin Who knows how it works. Isn't that a calibration issue or something? You might be able to fix that by, like, putting in a specific save file. Sucks. I was gonna make this my last attempt too. I'm getting burnt. Alright. I'm pretty much done for now. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I have my headache still going, so. I'll be back on Tuesday. Actually, I might not even be streaming Tuesday. Probably Wednesday. So we'll see. We'll see what I stream next. I might take a pause on this and do something else, but we'll see. All right, bye.